Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good night, everybody. My name is Muhammad Arief. I'm from International Relation B Class, University of Riau. Today, I'd like to explain to you on references and core part of sentences. Okay, first starts with definition. The definition of reference is are words which substitute for other word or phrases. They usually refer back to the ideas that have already been expressed. They sometimes refer forward to the idea yet to be stated. For a side note, the idea on the reference usually have any integrity with other idea that might be or already expressed. So the reference, in order to understand the reference, you must read the before and after sentences. Okay, we move to the next one. Core part of sentence. Core part of sentence, or we can call it sentence basis, is the smallest statement possible for a sentence. This means the most simple sentences on a complicated or complex sentence. To find this, we look for the simple subject. If one word, we can use one word if possible, and simple predicative, the verb phrase. Okay, for example, I would like to use the Democratic presidential nominee on 2020 United States election, former Vice, former Vice President Joe Biden, on his home state of Delaware, October 23rd, 2020. I would like to give you an key indicator. Bold is reference, underline is core part of sentences. Okay, the first one we saw here is reference. The President of United States. The President of the United States refer to Mr. Donald Trump as the current incumbent President of the United States, or we can abbreviate it as POTUS. And next one is this pandemic. This pandemic refer to uh, current coronavirus pandemic. Okay, there is a core part of sentences in the sentence from we saw to the leadership. We can see that there are so many words, but the core part of the sentences is this one, which is him refused to take responsibility for the crisis. Him here referred to the President of the United States, President Donald Trump. Meanwhile, the crisis here also has the same meaning as this pandemic, which we can conclude that this crisis means the current coronavirus pandemic. In these sentences, we can conclude that it can be shortened with only these sentences. That's the core part of the sentences. Okay, we move. This is next example of core part of sentences. In these sentences, from the instead until poverty, it can just simplified as it has cost hundreds of thousands of American life. It here mean the irresponsibility from the President of United States in handling this current pandemic. This is referred to idea from before. and this sentence can be shortened only with these sentences. Meanwhile, this only give you an future explanation. Okay, we move to the next one. We are rounding the corner. The corner here is reference to the curve of coronavirus, and we are rounding the corner here is the core part of the sentences. Okay, we move to the next one. There are quotes, but as I told them here refer to the president or and his team, and they told them that we are not learning to live with it, we are learning to die with it. Okay, this is the next one. It's also reference dark winter. The winter here refer to the coronavirus pandemic during this winter on the United States of America. Okay, uh, this one all across this country. This river on how this pandemic already spread it on all of the United States of America. My heart goes out to every single person. My heart is the context of this word refer to not literally Joe Biden's heart, but the thought, the sympathy from Joe Biden to the American people. And I think that's all from me. Thank you for watching and see you next time. Goodbye.